Hey guys. This chapter is called Growing Differences. The northern states and southern states always had different cultures and economies. Agriculture and farming was the main way to make money in the South. The North depended mostly on industry and trade, or the making and selling of goods. In the 1800s, the differences between the two regions grew larger. Because the South had good soil, most of its land was used for farming. Few cities, factories, or railroads existed there. Crops grown on southern plantations were sent to factories in the North or in Europe. Sugarcane, tobacco, and cotton grew well in the South. Cotton was the most important of these cash crops, or crops grown for money, in the country. The southern economy depended on those cash crops. It took a lot of work to grow large amounts of cash crops. Many people were needed to work on the plantations. Most plantations had slaves to take care of the crops. The slaves were very valuable to their owners and were rarely set free. In the North, many factories were built in the early 1800s. These factories made cloth and other goods. At the same time, immigrants from Europe and Asia moved to the cities in the North. The new immigrants were willing to work in the factories for very little money. They also worked on the railroads that would connect cities across the country. The cities kept getting larger, and the industry was able to grow. Little by little, more people in the North began to think that slavery was wrong. Their factories were successful without slaves. They thought the southern plantations should be able to make money without slaves too. Slavery became an important issue for the government. Along with the disagreement over slavery, the two sides had different ideas about other things. They argued over how much power the federal government should have. The North thought the federal government should be stronger than the states. The South believed the states should have more power. People in the North could not identify with the culture of the South. Southerners did not understand the Northerners' way of life. The two regions of the country were not able to agree. By the mid-1800s, differences between the regions caused problems that neither side could ignore.